Hello everyone, I am back with another recipe. I am sharing this smoked mackerel sauce with you. Yes, it's easy, it's delicious, so please keep watching. For the ingredients, I am using smoked mackerel, which I purchased from Tesco. It's headless, and you can get this from an African shop as well, but I prefer the supermarket. I have some chopped red bell pepper, some carrot, some orange bell pepper, and some onions. And in the blender, I also have carrots, plum tomato, garlic, 2 yellow Scotch bonnets, and some ginger. I'm just going to blend that all together, and that's going to form the base of the sauce. I added carrots because it gives a sweetness, and carrots has so many health benefits and it is good for your eyes and your skin, gives glowing skin. So I'm adding that in the sauce. So now we have all our ingredients on deck. Let's get started. So to start off, I'm going to be deboning the fish, and it's quite an easy process. If you're using the whole one, you will have to do this to avoid any bones. And once that is fully deboned, this is what it should look like. I did not include the skin of the fish. I just feel like the texture is very different to the actual fish meat, and it's quite oily, and I just thought it would be quite strange in the sauce, so I left it out. If you like mackerel skin, you are welcome to include it in your sauce. Now I'm just going ahead and blending all my ingredients together, which was in the blender. It's fairly simple and straightforward, but you can use a food processor actually if you have one. I don't have a food processor, so I'm using my blender. I'm sure if you use the food processor, the result will be a bit more chunkier, more rough, and less like a puree, and that's absolutely fine as well. Remember, these recipes are a skeleton and you can do whatever you like with them. So after blending my ingredients, this is the texture that I got, and this is what I'll be using for the base of the sauce. So I'll be using my wok, and you want to heat up some oil in your pan or wok or whatever you're using, and proceed to put in your chopped onions. Onions are for the base of any sauce, any stew, any curry, because you want that flavor to release into the oil. We're not going to add the rest of the vegetables because they cook quite quickly and you don't want them to be soggy. Once you add in the onions, you just want to give it a stir so it doesn't burn. And you want to cook these down until translucent. Once they're translucent, that's when you know you need to add in your next ingredient. So at this point, if you like chunkier bits of fish in your sauces and stews, you can actually add the mackerel now so it can fry and, get a little bit harder and less soft. So there's less chance of it breaking up in the sauce. With those onions now, I'm adding in 1 teaspoon of crayfish. Crayfish just really gives sauces and stews that lovely authentic taste. Gives it that umami taste as well, that real savory taste. And if you don't have crayfish, you can get your hands on this at any African store near you. So because I'm using a wok, that's why I'm continuously stirring, because wok tends to cook things quite quickly and I don't want it to burn. If you're using a normal pot, you won't have to continuously stir. So once that has fried down nicely, we are ready to add in our mixture, the base of our sauce, which was the carrots, the plum tomato, garlic, ginger, Scotch bonnet peppers, and bell peppers. And now that's added, we're just going to cook that down and let all those ingredients cook together, that tomato and everything cook nicely for the base of the sauce. To help this cook, I'm just going to cover with some foil. Obviously, if you have a pot with a lid, use your lid. But I was using the wok and sadly, I didn't have a lid for my wok. So this is what I am using. After 15 minutes, I went ahead and removed the foil and the sauce was cooked through nicely and the base was done. I didn't use a lot of oil, so there was not a lot of oil at the surface. For seasonings, I went in with some garlic granules, which I absolutely adore, some turmeric, which has amazing benefits, some paprika, and some black pepper, which is excellent when paired with turmeric because it releases the benefits in turmeric curcumin. I also went ahead and added in 2 Knorr cubes, and you can use any seasoning of your choice. After that, I went ahead and added in the mackerel, followed by the rest of our veggies. So after you add in the vegetables, you want to combine everything together. If you don't like your mackerel to be scattered in your sauces and stews, what you can actually do is fry it at the point where you add in your onions so it toughens up a bit and it's more chunky. But don't be afraid because you get a taste of the mackerel in every bite and you really get that smokiness this way. So don't be afraid, it's absolutely delicious. After combining everything, leave it for about 10 minutes and let all those flavors marinate together. After 10 minutes leaving it on a medium to low heat, this is how it should look. You should see some of that oil beginning to peek through and the sauce is done, it's ready. If you're enjoying the video, please give this video a thumbs up. So for this sauce, I made 2 things. The first thing was garlic butter Maris Piper potatoes, which were absolutely fluffy and delicious. For the potatoes, I just went in with some butter, garlic, and some parsley. And when the potatoes were done, I just tossed them inside of this. This was the result. It was so nice. It was like mini little fluffy garlic jacket potatoes. Absolutely delicious. In addition to this, I made some turmeric rice, which was equally as good, but in my opinion, the potatoes were much better. But if you're a rice lover, I'm sure you will love this. It was absolutely delicious as well. Now, as you can see, the rice looks absolutely amazing and fluffy, and it was absolutely yummy. So this was the outcome. Now it's time to plate, and literally this looks like mini jacket potatoes. So fluffy, so nice. Just think of this as like jacket potato and tuna, except better and more flavorful. Absolutely gorgeous and stunning. The rice was so perfect. I dished it out into a bowl. I just went ahead and added some of that sauce right on top. Yum. And I don't know if it's just me, but there's just something about eating your rice in a bowl that makes it so much better. If you've watched the video this far, please like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Now, once I was done dishing, I just couldn't wait to try it. It just looked too good. And as speculated, I tasted it and it was absolutely delicious. No word of a lie, guys. And that brings me to the end of this recipe. We have our fluffy garlic butter potatoes, as well as the fluffy turmeric rice. Absolutely gorgeous. You can also have this with yam. It would go equally well. I had it with some yam and it was absolutely delicious as well. I hope you try it out and I hope you enjoy it. And don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe.